Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrutyam
Narayana Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Dasam
Tato Jaya Mudirayet
Jayat Mudiraya
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Astaprayeshu Avadeshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamaśloke
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Nastiti
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devati Nandanaya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Jagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Indaya Namo Namo.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, text number 19. 2, 9, 19. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Answers by Citing the Lord's Version. Please repeat the sloka behind me. Tam prīyamāṇaṁ samupasthitam kavim
Tam prīyamāṇaṁ samupasthitaṁ kavim
prajā-visarge nija-śāsanārhaṇam
prajā-visarge nija-śāsanārhaṇam
babhāṣa īṣat-smita-śociṣā girā
babhāṣa īṣat-smita-śociṣā
priyaḥ priyaṁ prīta-manāḥ kare spṛśan
priyaḥ prīta-manāḥ kare spṛśan.
Word by word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Tam unto Lord Brahma prīyamāṇaṁ worthy of being dear samupasthitam present before kavim the great scholar prajā living entities visarge in the matter of creation nija his own śāsana control arhaṇam just suitable babhāṣe addressed īṣat mild smita smiling śociṣā with enlightening girā words priyaḥ the beloved priyaṁ the counterpart of love prīta-manāḥ being very much pleased kare by the hand spṛśan shaking. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charnavanda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. And seeing Brahma present before him, the Lord accepted him as worthy to create living beings, to be controlled as he desired, and thus being much satisfied with him. The Lord shook hands with Brahma and slightly smiling addressed him thus.
addressed him, sir. Hare
Counterpart. The creation of the material world is not blind or accidental. The living entities who are ever conditioned or nitya baddha are thus given a chance for liberation under the guidance of his own representative like Brahma. The Lord instructs Brahma in Vedic knowledge in order to diffuse this knowledge to the conditioned souls. The conditioned souls are forgetful souls in their relationship with the Lord, and thus a period of creation and the process of dissemination of Vedic knowledge are necessary activities of the Lord. Lord Brahma has a great responsibility in delivering the conditioned souls, and therefore he is very dear to the Lord. Brahma also does his duty very perfectly, not only by generating the living entities, but also by spreading his party for reclaiming the fallen souls. The party is called the Brahma Sampradaya, and any member of this party to date is naturally engaged in reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead, back home. The Lord is very much anxious to get back his part and parcel, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita. No one is more dear to than the one who takes the task of reclaiming the fallen souls back to Godhead. There are many renegades from the Brahma Sampradaya whose only business is to make men more forgetful of the Lord and thus entangle them more and more in material existence. Such persons are never dear to the Lord, and the Lord sends them deeper into the darkest region of matter so that such envious demons may not be able to know the Supreme Lord. Anyone, however, preaching the mission of the Lord in the line of Brahma Sampradaya is always dear to the Lord, and the Lord, being satisfied with such a preacher of the authorized bhakti cult, shakes hands with him in great satisfaction. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurmilidam Yana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavad Bhashasha Desha Tarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So we are seeing the series of the current chapter is the discussion between Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. And the previous chapter, Parikshit Maharaj was asking the questions, and in the current chapter, whatever we are discussing, here Sukadeva Goswami is giving the answers to the questions. So in the today's sloka, Sukadeva Goswami is talking about how Brahma did the meditation and he was able to see the Supreme Lord, he was able to see the Vaikuntha Loka, and how the Vaikuntha Loka look like, and how the Lord situated in the Vaikuntha Loka, and what are the dresses, how dress we wear, who are all surrounded by him, everything we discussed till the previous sloka. So today's sloka is explaining that how Lord reacted to Brahma. So, and seeing Brahma present before him. Before whom? Before the Lord. So Lord, what he did? He accepted him as worthy to create living being. So Lord accepted him. He is the worthy to create living being. So this, when it is happening, is before the creation, when the Lord created Brahma only, the first creation, then Brahma did a tapasya. After the tapasya, the Lord is visible in front of him. In the Vaikuntha Loka is able to, Brahma is able to see the Vaikuntha Loka. In that, he is able to see the Lord. And Lord, how he is seeing Brahma? Because he did 1,000 celestial years of tapasya. Because of that, what he did, Lord? Lord, he accepted him as the worthy to create living beings. He can create because he did tapasya, and Lord provided the knowledge to him. So because of that, he is very worthy person. That's the way Lord is accepted Brahma, and to be controlled as he desired. So also, however, Lord wanted to control so that he can control Brahma. Not only Brahma, anybody Lord can control. So, and Brahma is aligned with the Lord's plan. So that is the way we need to understand here. So Lord, whatever the Lord is saying that you do the creation, you stop it, you go to sleep, all the activities, what are the instructions of the Lord, Brahma will follow as it is. So that's the reason he is saying that how he is seeing Brahma, he is seeing as a worthy created living being as well as to be controlled as he desired. However, Lord wanted to desire, the Brahma will act accordingly. And thus being much satisfied with him. So because of this reason, what Lord is much satisfied with Brahma. And what the Lord did, we are seeing that now, if you go to the foreign countries and the big entrepreneurs and the politicians, they will go and they will shake their hands. If you go to the IT companies and all, they will shake the one person meet other person, they will shake their hands. So they are saying that this is the culture. But this culture from where it came? It came from the Supreme Lord himself. So here in this sloka, it is mentioned that the Lord shook hands with Brahma. He shook the hands with Brahma. After seeing Brahmas and after the satisfaction by seeing Brahma, then what he did? Lord shook the hands with the Brahma. So it is very great thing because Lord is shaking the hands with someone means it is a very much great thing. So current in the material world, the last week, what happened in the Bangalore? The people wanted to shake hand with the cricketers. What happened? Some more than 10, 11 people died in that. And so, and some cine stars, if they come, immediately people rush and go and try to shook their hands. If some politicians comes, they will try to go and touch them, shook their hands. Why? We are thinking that they are above us. So they are the great persons. They are very famous person. So they may have fame, beauty, or power, or money. So if we are seeing such persons, what we will do? And also renounced person also. Somebody renounced the sannyasis. So these kind of persons, all this, the opulences, what are the opulences of the Supreme Lord? We discussed in the previous chapter. There are 6 opulences: Lord's power, beauty, his strength, and his name, fame, and his beauty and his renunciation. So these are the opulences. In the Kali, in this material world, not even one person cannot have all the above things, all the 6 opulences. Any one of the opulence may be high or high in that particular person. So if you see some cine stars, they may be beauty or they may get the fame. Cricketers, they may be the fame or strength, or politicians, they may be the fame. So the fame, beauty, strength, like that. Strength cannot be compared with this Lord's strength, but name, fame, and wealth, they may have the wealth. That is, none of these qualities are compared with the Lord, because Lord is beyond this, because the entire creation is controlled by the Supreme Lord. He is the owner of the Supreme. Supreme Lord is the owner for all the creation. So we cannot compare the Supreme Lord with all these living entities. But for us, for the common man, all these living entities who are there above us in the name, fame, strength, power, and wealth, they are they are one step ahead of us. So what is the desire will come? Oh, we will go and shook the hand with them. We will make some relationship with them. Like that, the quality will come, the desire will come for us. So that is the reason people are running behind these politicians, sports persons, and the series stars. But what is the greater thing? Greatest thing is shaking the hand with the Supreme Lord, which is the greatest thing than this temporary living beings. The sinister, today he may be beauty, but after some time, the same person will be old. He will get a disease. He will become old. One day he will be die also. He won't remain here. And anybody who are somebody may be very powerful. He's a great boxer. He's a world champion. He's a powerful person. So then we'll try to go and shook his hand. But that power, how much time it will be there with that person? Until unless he get a disease or he becomes old, that power will be there. Otherwise, after that, that person will no more. So this is the way, these are all the temporary, whatever we are seeing in this material world, the name, fame, power, this, all those things, that is very temporary in this material world. So we don't want to waste our time to try to go and shook hand with them, or sit with and take coffee with them. So now currently that is a famous there in the media. It is some interviews. Then they will say it as coffee with this person, coffee with that person, coffee with CEO. So if it's a big company, so then they in order to attract the employees, so coffee with CEO, like that they will put, they are arranging, the IT companies, they are arranging such kind of activities. Then what the employees will much impressed. Oh, the CEO of the company is a crorepati. If I go and sit with him, so it's a great opportunity for me to sit and asking questions and sharing the coffee with him. So like that, people will think, and people are trapped into that. So these are all the things. It is not going to give any result to us. We are thinking that, but because of the attraction, we are going towards him. But the original attraction we need to get, we need to aspire to how the Brahma, he did tapasya and he did shook the hand with the Lord. Similarly, the Lord definitely he will shook the hands if you obey the Lord or the Lord's order, and if you are work for the Lord, definitely he will shook the hand with us. So there is no doubt in that at all. And so in Bhagavad Gita also, it is Lord is confirming that. So who is very dear, how he is saying in the Bhagavad Gita 9.29, he was talking about the living entities. Samogham sarva bhuteshu name dveshyo astina priyaḥ ye bhajante tu mam bhaktya maite teshu chapiyaham. So Krishna is saying that I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all, but whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend is in me, and I am also a friend to him. So normally, in front of the Lord, all are equal. The plants, all the living entities are equal. Animals, plants, animals, bats, aquatics, human being, all are equal. But the person who is render service unto the Supreme Lord with devotion, what he is saying that he is friend of me, friend is in me, and I am also friend to them. That's what Krishna's words. So if you want to make a friend of the Lord, we want to make Lord as a friend, what we need to do? Just we need to do the devotional activities. That is the only way to make Lord as a friend of us. So in order to make a friend, a politician, what we need to do? We need to go and we need to praise him, we need to work for him. Then only we can make a friend of the politician, right? So this is the way. And if you want to make a friend of a sports star or a actors, so we need to glorify them and we need to work for them. Then only they may not take us as a friend, because they will think that I am at the top of the world. So, but the Supreme Lord, what he is, even though he is a supreme controller of this entire universe, entire world, but still he is accepting the insignificant living entity as a friend. That is the greatness of the Supreme Lord. That's what he is confirming in Bhagavad Gita. So whatever Lord is saying in Bhagavad Gita, it is 100%, it is truth. There is no need of doubt of why not 1% also. There should not be any doubt. And also in 12th chapter, 20th sloka, this is the last chapter of last sloka of this 12th chapter. Here in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that Yet durmartam idam yodoktam prayupashate shraddhanamatramam bhaktaste ativa me priyaḥ. So Krishna is saying that those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engaged themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me. So here, this is the important sloka. So who is very, very dear to the Supreme Lord? Krishna himself is saying that. Who is following the devotional service as a path and completely engage themselves with the faith. With the faith, who was completely engaging themselves in the devotional service and making the Supreme Lord as the goal of the life. That person is very, very dear to me. That's what Krishna is saying. So in order to dear to the Krishna, what we need to do? Just engage ourselves in the devotional service. There is no other mean to make Lord as a friend of us. So how, that is why he used Brahma there. So why we discussed today's sloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam sloka we are discussing there. So there it is here. He is mentioning that Brahma is that such qualified person. Why Brahma is such a qualified person? Because Brahma, he did the devotional service and he followed the instruction of the Supreme Lord and he did the tapasya and he got the, and then Lord pleased with him. Then Lord gave this instructions to him and he accepted him as one of the servant. And so he is the first living entity. Brahma is the first living entity. We are also the living entities. So if we follow the path of Brahma, that's why, so Brahma not only is creation, that's what Prabhupada is explaining in this purport. Brahma is not only doing the creation, he is doing this, whatever the devotion he got, he was giving that knowledge to others also. Because by nature, all the living entities are forgetful of the relationship between the Lord and us. So we are initially the living entity with the ignorance everybody in the darkness of the this material world, everybody in the darkness. Darkness in the sense, I'm not saying in the material sense. Okay, sun is there, light, moon is there, electricity is there. How can you say the darkness? Darkness in the sense, the knowledge darkness. So knowledge, we born with the darkest, darkened knowledge with the knowledge. There is no knowledge. When you take birth, there is no knowledge at all. Because as long as we are there in the womb of the mother, that time knowledge will be there. And it is said that the scriptures are saying that the person who is sitting inside of the womb of the mother, that living entity can remember 100 births and whatever the activities he did. Then he was repent in the inside of the womb only. That living entity will pray to the Lord. Okay, oh Lord, once I come out from this womb, because the womb also it is like a jail. Because we are celebrating somebody pregnant, we are celebrating, oh, is going to deliver the child. But the inside of the living entity who is living within the stool and urine of his own blood, and there is so much of worms are biting. So he was in the very, and with the inside there is full of dark in the inside of the womb. So there is a very congested place that the living entity is sitting. Then he was praying to the Lord, oh Lord, please release me from this place. Once I come out from this, I will take up the devotional service and I will come back to you. But the living entities, as soon as it's coming out, what is happening? Immediately forgetfulness is coming to us, because Lord is giving the forgetfulness. Because inside of the womb he can able to see, he can able to remember 100 the previous birth. That's what scriptures are saying. The living entity can remember 100 previous births. But as soon as, and he will always inside of the womb only, he was very much worrying. Okay, I wasted so many births. So in this birth, I will do the devotional service. That's the way he will worship the Lord. And once the living entity come out from the womb of the mother, what will happen? Then on the touch of this material creation. So for the example, there's a cloud. So the rain is happening. So the rain water is coming there. So while the water is very, very pure, the rainwater is very, very pure, as long as it touches the earth or in the drainage, what is happening? The water became contaminated. It became muddy, or it became connected with, mixed with the drainage. So this is the way the living entity, as soon as living entity is a pure, is a Satchidananda Vigraha. But as soon as the living entity get this human body or any animal body or bird body or plant body, as soon as it touch this material world, what is happening? How the rainwater is getting contaminated. Similarly, the living entity also contaminated. So with the contamination, what is happening? Immediately, Lord is given, once, as soon as it's coming out, Lord is coming out from the womb, the Lord giving the forgetfulness. So the living entity, nothing, you don't know anything. If the baby who is taking birth, we can also see the baby don't know anything. He cannot speak, he cannot do anything. He don't know anything. Just only one thing the living entity know, that is, if anything, if I am feeling hungry, then I need to cry. That is the only thing the living entities know. The human being at least. So the baby will cry, then the mother will take care of that baby and she will feed that, then she will sleep. So like that, the living entity slowly it will grow, then automatically by seeing the surrounding, and it will get the knowledge according to the circumstances, time and circumstances, it will get the knowledge. So if the baby, if the person born within the aristocrat family or Brahmana family who is following the scriptures and who is doing the devotional service, then that living entity getting into is fortunate, it is getting into the same path. If it is born out of this, the demonic family who is having a demonic nature, who was always drinking in the self-gratification mode, then the living entity, the person, he will learn that only and he will spoil this life. So this is the thing happening in this material world. And also all this, who is the controller of all this is the living entity to whom the living entity should take birth, and how the living entity need to grow, that everything controlled by the Supreme Lord. So it is not necessary the person who is in the demon's womb, or demon's semen, who is coming, so born out of demon's semen, it is not necessary he will become a demon only. So for example, our Prahlad Maharaj. So even though he is the son of Hiranyakashipu, he is a great demon, but once he took birth, when he was in the womb itself, he learned the science of God, devotional service through Narada, the great spiritual master Narada Muni. He got the knowledge, and that's the reason when he took birth, he took birth in the Narada Muni's ashram. So that is the reason he became a devotee of the Lord. So when the circumstances, it is allowing the person, where he is taking birth, that will affect the person. The similar way, even though he is a son of a demon, the Prahlad Maharaj is son of a demon, but he took birth in the house of Narada Muni, the devotee, great devotee of the Lord. That is the reason, because of Narada Muni gave the knowledge to him, actually Narada Muni gave the knowledge to his mother, but Prahlad Maharaj, he heard that knowledge when he was in the womb itself. So because of that, he became a great devotee of the Lord. Later, Lord took the avatar to save that great devotee. So that is the reason. That is also, there are so many examples in the scriptures. We can see how Lord taking care of the devotees, and how Lord accepting the devotee as a friend, how Lord is very dear to the devotees. All the devotees who are all doing the devotional service, who are all aligned with the Lord's plan, with those persons, Lord will utilize those persons for his mission. So what is the Lord's mission? Lord's mission is to take back all the living entities from this material world back to Godhead. So it is not, okay, immediately we will think that, okay, it is only 800 crores of people are in this material world. Then why can't, now there is so much of communication, this and that, why announce everything and all the person code together to Vaikuntha Loka? It is not possible, because the living entity, they are having that. That's why the living entity, there is no living entity having the same thinking. Everybody having their own way of understanding this material world, understanding, and their knowledge, everything, it is blessed by the Lord. So we cannot make everyone. If Lord desires, he can make everyone at a single point of time, he can take them to go back to Godhead. But the thing is, Lord provided a little independent, and also the living entity need to understand that this material world is full of suffering. If I need to enjoy myself, my self-gratification, it is full of suffering. So that the living entity need to understand. For that reason, Lord is sending the living entity to this material world, and it is giving the many chances. 84 lakhs of chances, 84 lakhs of species, the unis, the living entity can, and he can take millions of birth, and he can. But what is the final outcome Lord is expecting? The final outcome is the living entity should frustrate with this material world and understand that that sense enjoyment is not my position. My position is I am a servant of the Supreme Lord. I need to serve the Supreme Lord. When the living entity understand this, then the Lord will take them back to Godhead. So that is the way here in the today's sloka we discussed Brahma, he did tapasya. Through tapasya, as per the Supreme Lord's instruction, he did tapasya. Because of his tapasya, Lord he was able to see the Lord, and Lord shook hand with him, and he was smiling with the and addressing him. So how he Lord addressed, we will see in the upcoming slokas. Hare Krishna. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय।